Hi, this is Mia from Craftables, and today I'll be showing you how to make a simple cut on your silhouette cameo. In this video, I'll be demonstrating how to apply a decal to a travel cut, but no matter what you're creating, you'll be able to take these basic steps and apply them to your own project. Let's get started. So these are the basic supplies you're going to need for any craft vinyl project. This is a squeegee, and it's used to press vinyl down or to press transfer tape to vinyl. If you don't have a squeegee, it's not a problem. You can just use a credit card instead or a gift card. It can do the same thing. This is a great tool. It is going to help you with weeding. It's just called a weeding tool, and it's got kind of a pointy end, and it helps you pick up vinyl that you're not going to need throughout the course of any of your projects. And if you don't have a weeding tool, it's not a problem either. You could just use a straight pin or a safety pin, anything with kind of a pointy tip to help pick up vinyl that you're not going to need. And this last tool is an X-Acto knife. Again, you don't necessarily need this. You can use scissors, but I really prefer using an X-Acto knife. So the next thing you're going to need for this project is a mat, and you're going to need a mat with your silhouette machine no matter what. So this is our Craftables mat, and like every mat that goes with the cameo, it has a sticky layer which is going to help your vinyl stick to the mat. And a good mat will have a ruler and a grid to help you align the vinyl on the mat. The next thing you're going to need for this project, and for most projects, is transfer tape. So for this project, we're using the Oracal transfer tape that we have. I love this transfer tape because it is completely see-through and has a grid. And the vinyl we're going to be using today is our Oracal 651 vinyl in the soft pink color. Now that you're familiar with tools and terms, let's get started. The first step when designing with your silhouette cameo is to create your design within the software. You can do this by either drawing within the software itself or by loading a design. In most cases, you will probably end up loading a design because you can easily trace anything within the software. To do that, you go to File, Open. Once your image has loaded, you can click the Trace button, which kind of looks like a butterfly. Once that window is open, click Select Trace Area. Now you have to create a box around the object that you're tracing by clicking and holding down your mouse to create the box. Depending on what you are tracing, nothing may look different. With the object I am currently tracing, I have to move the high pass offset all the way to the right for the software to correctly identify the object I want traced. Once your outline appears, click Trace. And now you have a trace object. Now you can see why I recommended tracing over drawing with the software, because it's so easy. Now you can delete your original image because you have the traced version. At this point, you can scale your object, and you can also move your object around on the screen. An important thing to note is that this white area indicates the sheet of vinyl. It may be important to know that you can change the size of this area, which can be helpful if you are cutting a scrap. You can easily do this by going to the tab shaped like a dog-eared page and changing the size of your sheet. Now that we have our shape and our page size matches the size of our vinyl, we can move on to cut settings. To navigate to the cut settings area, go to the top of your screen and click Send. Select your material type. We'll click Next, and now we can select which settings we need. For action, we're going to want to select Cut because the other option is to draw, and we're not going to use that function today. As for the tool category, we have an auto blade on our machine, so we're going to select that. There's an option to have a second blade, but you probably won't need to use that option anytime soon. Before you click Send, make sure that the Cut option is selected. Press Next, but before we cut this design, let's hop on over to our mat and machine setup. So if you haven't already, pull the plastic sheet off of your sticky mat. Depending on which mat you have, there's probably a ruler or some markings to help you place your vinyl on the mat so that the vinyl sits straight on the mat. If your mat is new, you might want to make it a little less sticky by repeatedly sticking and peeling up a scrap sheet. Many people have issues with their mat being too sticky, and that can cause difficulties when peeling up your design. With the Oracal 651, the vinyl we're working with today, we're going to want to place the vinyl face up, or color side up, on the top left of the mat. Once the vinyl is stuck to the mat, we can now load it into our machine. You'll know when your design is finished because you will stop hearing that robotic cutting noise, and your silhouette screen will tell you, which can now be seen on our screen. Since our design only takes up part of our sheet of vinyl, we can take our X-Acto knife and cut out the area with the design. Now we can weed our design. Weeding is just the process of taking away the vinyl we aren't going to use in our design by peeling it from the paper backing. You can easily weed a design by using your pick tool to peel up the vinyl and peel it away. Once your design has been weeded, it's time to use our transfer tape. Peel up the paper backing from your transfer tape and apply it to your weeded design. Use your squeegee to secure the transfer tape to your design. If you do not have a squeegee, a credit card will work just as well. Now peel up your transfer tape and ensure that your design is peeling up with it. Make sure the surface you're going to be placing your design on is clean and dry. Start on one edge of the design and slowly press the design down so it's flat. You can use your squeegee or credit card to help secure your design. Once your design has been applied, it's time to peel up your transfer tape. If you didn't apply your design securely enough, then it will be more stuck to your transfer tape and peel away from your product. So if that is the case, don't worry. Just press your design back onto the project more securely with your squeegee again. Once your tape has been peeled off, congratulations, you have finished your first design.